Jordan Hogleen, Maya Smith, Sophia Tugis, and Ellie McDermott will be introduced in front of the home crowd here. Final regular season home game of the year for Prowler Volleyball. So we'll take you down the court for senior night, then we'll get into our pregame and get you ready for the Prowlers taking on the Greyhounds this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the workhouse for tonight's high school volleyball matchup between the FOSSTON Greyhounds and the Vancouver Falls Prowlers. Tonight is senior night in the Prowler Volleyball program. Here to introduce our seniors, Prowler Volleyball head coach, Hannah Lund.
Tonight we are going to celebrate our 6 awesome seniors that we have. Each girl is going to give a
listening to Pump Up the Jam as our hype song. Thank you for being my pepper partner, even though we shake every ball and always fight over who has to go get it from the other side of the gym. I'm going to miss the overnighters and tournaments with you. I can't wait to watch what you do in college, and I know that whatever you do, you'll be great at it. You better still come watch me play next year. I'm going to miss you so much, and I'm so happy that you moved here. I couldn't have asked for a better friend, and I love you so much. Thanks for being the 6 to my 7.
Hi guys, if you don't know me, I'm Riley, and I'm very lucky to be here saying Jordan's senior speech. This speech has actually been in the work for 2 whole years now, and Jordan asked me to sing her at a JO tournament. Funny enough, we barely knew each other at the time, but right then, I knew our friendship would grow into something much more. Last season, I came in my freshman season playing defense alongside you, and it was nervous at times. When the crowd is loud, I always heard your voice saying, "You got this right." Those simple words help me more than you'll ever know, and playing the same position can be challenging, but that never once has been a challenge for us. You push me each and every day to be my best, and I truly believe we both do that towards each other. At the end of each tough game or practice, I knew you would always be there. I am forever grateful this sport has brought us together and has given us the opportunity to play alongside each other. 2 years has truly not been enough time, but during these 2 years, we have created so many memories that I will truly cherish forever. For being the 2 people who can't jump over the bands when we do our band workouts, and us both being so excited when Hannah gives us the opportunity to hit in practice, which that doesn't come very often. I will forever cherish our locker room talks before a game or practice. Me doing your hair before our games, and being both weight room and pepper partners have given us both moments and memories to last forever. I'm going to miss you always asking me to use my perfume before a game, and I'll never forget that one band ride where not just me, but everyone else thought you had broken your neck by the way you fell asleep. Like everyone says, it goes by fast, but these 2 years we've had together truly did. Jordan, you have been my support system and helped shape who I am today. You've shown me, but also others, how to keep going when things get hard, and I hate thinking about having 2 whole years without you by my side, but I know with your passionate and most kind heart that your next chapter in life is going to be filled with so much greatness. You are going to thrive wherever you go, and whatever you choose to do. I will continue to cherish the days and things we have left together, and as much as I look forward to the day, I wish this day didn't come so fast. You better come watch me play and the rest of the team play next year, and as always, I love you forever, Jordan. Thank you for being you.
Hi, I'm Serena Wilcox, and I'm doing Maya Smith. I want to take a moment to recognize someone truly special, not only to me, but to this team. I want to thank Maya Smith for always being so encouraging and helpful to everyone. She is always cheering and lifting everyone up, no matter what. Not only is she a great player, but she is one of a kind teammate that is always working hard and never giving up. I'm truly going to miss our long bus rides together and spending hours learning our pregame TikToks. I'm going to miss seeing your huge smile and bubbly personality every day in practice. But most of all, I'm going to miss playing my favorite sport with my best friend. You have been there for me on and off the court. You always notice when someone is struggling and do whatever you can to make them feel better. I'm so grateful to have such an amazing kind friend like you in my life, because I don't know where I would be without you. I'm so proud of how hard you work and how much you have accomplished. I wish nothing but the best for you in your future, and I'm so glad I get to look back on my last year with you and remember all the little things that didn't seem like much at the time, but now mean everything to me. I'm Lila, and I'm doing Sophie's speech. I want to recognize Sophie, who has meant so much to me throughout my years of volleyball. I remember the first time I competed with her. Though she was only a year older than me, she had more experience at setting, and I really look up to her and still do. Over the years, you have been a wonderful teammate and one of my good friends. You've always been there for me, even when going through hard times, and you've always been there for other people too. You're always the first person to notice when I'm sad. You make me laugh when I want to cry. You're one of the reasons why volleyball is so important to me. You've taught me that volleyball isn't just a sport. It's about friendship, dedication, and screwing around. We can all tell how much you You were always someone who gives her all every practice and wants to be the best they can be. I can truly see that every time you're on the court. The memories I have with you from overnighters to late night bus rides, the way that we can be serious and funny at the same time, and you paying for me when I have no money. Next season will be the same without you. Whatever's next, I am so proud of you. You are so hardworking and someone who I aspire to be like. I hope you know how important you are to me and all of us. Thank you for reminding our team that volleyball isn't just about winning, it's about who you play beside. I am so lucky to have grown up beside you.
Seniors, on behalf of Prowler Head Coach Channel 1 Activities Director Chris McLean and the entire Prowler Activities program, thank you for your dedication to Prowler Volleyball.
All right, there you have it. Senior night festivities wrapping up here in the Brick House. We're going to take a quick time out, then we'll start our pregame show here on GVT. Be back after this. Nearly 1 million Minnesotans trust Minnesota Mutual Insurance to protect their homes, farms, and personal property. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance was founded in 1900 right here in Northwest Minnesota. We've been proudly serving Polk, Pennington, Red Lake, Marshall, Beltrami, Roseau, and surrounding communities ever since. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance in Thief River Falls, specializing in farm and residential insurance protection. Call 218-683-3200 or visit braygently.com.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind,
Got me?
hydro.
Yep. Okay.
Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Brick House as we're getting set for the Thief River Falls Prowlers' final regular season home game of the year, taking on the FOSSTON Greyhounds. James Cardarelli with you, alongside Gavin Amdahl, my color commentator for tonight's game. Kent and Kira back in the media room producing this one for us. The Prowlers 16-8 overall. They're 6-6 in the section. The Greyhounds coming in at 8-15 overall. They are 5-7 in Section 8A. And Gavin, what do you want to see from the Prowlers here in their final regular season home game as they get ready for tournament time?
Well, tonight we got to play a good, clean game. What is really crucial, we need to fix our serving. We've been a little sloppy with it. We've been giving up way too many errors, too many points. We need to limit those serving errors because when we play at our best, we're seeing aces, no errors, or low to none, you know. And
then obviously when it comes to tournament time, Gavin, these final two games, crucial. It looks like the Prowlers have a good chance to host a home playoff game in the section tournament, but getting these last two games here tonight and then on the road at War Road tomorrow would be good for them.
There's 14 teams in 8AA. Top 7 gets to host a home game. We're 8th right now. We need to win these next two games. It is crucial. It is big. We need to win these next two if we want to have the chance of hosting a home playoff game.
And obviously with the home atmosphere here, anytime that you can have a big playoff game inside of the Brick House, using the student section and the home crowd behind you pays dividends.
Definitely messes up the away team. We have such a good atmosphere here that, you know, it's crucial to have that home field advantage, you know.
And speaking of the atmosphere, the student section dressed up as senior citizens here. And I will say the themes have been hilarious this year, and this included. It is senior night. The seniors on the team were just recognized a little bit ago. Ellie McDermott, Marley Anderson, Maya Smith, Sophia Tugis, the seniors on this Prowler team, and hopefully can close out their regular season games here at home with a win against the Greyhounds. For myself, James Cardarelli, this will be the last time you hear me here on GVT in Thief River Falls, but we're going to keep the main thing. So stick around, and we'll dive more into that during the post-game show here on Garden Valley. But right now, the focus is senior night and the Prowler volleyball team finishing strong here at home. We'll step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we will catch up with head coach of the FOSSTON Greyhounds, Alyssa Macy, as well as the Prowler head coach, Hannah Lund, back after this 3-minute timeout.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit USPTRF.com. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls is your one-stop shop for all your farm, residential, commercial, hay, livestock, and storage building products. Falls Building Center, now featuring Dakota steel and trim products. See your local sales representative for details at Falls Building Center about their line of Dakota steel and trim products. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls, your small town, personal touch, full service building center.
An empty space is just that until you make it yours. At Hazel Blue Furniture and Flooring in Thief River Falls, we help turn your house into a home. One piece, one room, one dream at a time. From quality flooring to furniture that fits your life, Hazel Blue has styles for every story and prices for every budget. Locally owned, community focused. Hazel Blue Furniture and Flooring, where home begins, right here in Thief River Falls.
So, FOSSTON interview.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Bergen Travel turn that dream into reality. We're your #1 source for all your vacation needs, from beach escapes to European adventures and everything in between. Our experienced agents are standing by, ready to provide prompt professional service and personal attention every step of the way. Call or stop by Bergen Travel today, where your journey begins. Bergen Travel with offices in Thief River Falls and Crookston.
Green Care Company in Goodwood
which has been proudly providing sales and service to northwestern Minnesota since 1970. Licensed, bonded, and insured, call Rain Care Company today for service and installation of furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water heat, ventilation, and sheet metal. With 84 total years combined experience, we provide installation of rain gutters and downspouts in many color options. Rain Care Company proudly supports area sports, nonprofits, local college scholarships, local fire and rescue departments, and law enforcement agencies.
Welcome back into our pregame show here on GVT. James Cardarelli with you. We got Kent and Kira back in studio producing this one for us. Gavin Amdahl, my color commentator, he's already left his post. He's going to get a water. I told him it's okay. Don't worry. I approved it, Kent. Don't worry. Gavin Amdahl, a senior here at Lincoln High School. He's been behind the scenes producing and getting the opportunity to jump on the headset with me here for the final regular season home game for the Prowlers. It is senior night. The seniors were recognized ahead of this matchup. I caught up with both head coaches for this matchup. First up is Alyssa Macy, the FOSSTON Greyhound head coach. Pre-game coach's comments. I'm with FOSSTON Greyhound head coach Alyssa Macy. Coach, a couple more games left of the regular season. What do you want to see from your team as you get ready for the tournament?
You know, we've had kind of an up and down season, and tonight and tomorrow we just want to compete. These are some really tough teams that we're going to be playing. You know, Thief River Falls, Fertile, both very strong volleyball programs always, but especially this year. So, you know, with our up and downs, we want to have an up. You know, we're going into playoff season here, and we really just want to show up and do all the little things right so that we can be successful, whether that's a win or a loss. But we just really want to compete. Yeah, how much can a game like tonight help you guys in a hostile environment in the Brick House? It gets loud in here. Thief River Falls, a talented volleyball team. So how much can a game like this kind of help prepare you guys for the tournament? Yeah, for sure. You know, this is always one that we look forward to towards the end of our season. Like you said, it's so loud in here. It's very playoff atmosphere-like, which is great because that's where we want to be at this point in our season. How are we going to compete when it comes playoff time? Because that's do or die, right? You know, so it's always an exciting match here. You know, it's the fans are always crazy, both sides, and it's always a battle. So I really hope that we can just give everyone a game tonight. When you have an up and down year like this, how do you think your team has responded in practice throughout the season, kind of going through this? Yeah, you know, we're trying to just put the pieces together. Why did we start so strong and then kind of have a lull, and how do we figure out how to get back to where that start was? So we're kind of going back to, you know, how we ran things during preseason, like a lot of conditioning, a lot of circuit, and then just I think that leads to a lot of mental toughness, and we just kind of lacked on that. And so, you know, me too. I'm trying to kind of figure it out. You know, it's only my third year as head coach, and what's going to make my team the most successful, and where are we kind of struggling, and why? You know, so we're trying to figure those things out, and I think the girls are really responding well to just a lot more very fast-paced and just go in practice, because that's how we want to see it in a match. So thanks for your time, Coach. All right, thank you. That was head coach of the FOSSTON Greyhounds, Alyssa Macy, for our pregame coaches interview, and we're going to throw it to another break. When we come back, caught up with Prowler head coach Hannah Lund ahead of this matchup here inside of the Brick House, so we'll step aside.
We're serving up your favorites. Legendary pizza,
little quick there with the ad, but all good. Gavin's still not back.
Cactus
you guys can hear me.
It's all you can eat, always fresh, and always welcoming. We're right off Highway 59 in Thief River Falls, and we've got a seat ready
whoever
for
hit
you
the ad,
and
just
the
kind of
whole
wait.
family.
I'm gonna
stop in, grab
when I go to break, there'll be like a finish. You know, I'll be like, all right, we'll be back after this or something. Just kind of wait. You can even like wait for a pause, you know, in my speaking cadence, and then you'll know. But like, give it a second, you know, before you throw it to break.
Northland's prepared me.
We'll come back.
The skills, I think, to make you successful.
After Christian Motors, you can bring it back.
I am if I didn't have Northland behind me.
It has never been easier to advertise your business on GBTV. Local TV advertising is a great way to get the most out of your advertising dollars by targeting the right audience at the right time. R&J Broadcasting and Garden Valley Technologies have partnered to make TV advertising an affordable option for local businesses.
Yeah, Hannah Lund, Prowler coach, coming up after this.
Promoting your business on GBT's local.
And actually, let's go after the RVH clinic. So
or visit the website.
We'll go on after this next ad, after this, after Riverview Health.
When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at ChristianMotors.com.
After this one, I'm already bringing it back. I press program. You guys are good.
One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Gavin's back. All right, welcome back in here to our pregame show. James Cardarelli alongside Gavin Amdahl here, my color commentator. We got Kent and Kira in the media room producing this one for us as the Prowlers from the Section 8 AA hosting the FOSSTON Greyhounds for their final regular season home game of the year. And I caught up with Prowler head coach Hannah Lund.
Pre-game coach's comments. I'm with Prowler head coach Hannah Lund. Coach, final 2 games of the regular season before the tournament. What do you want to see from your team in these final 2 games?
Just consistent energy, but having fun with it at the same time. I mean, energy is such a factor in volleyball, so hopefully we can have that excitement and fun while we play and get some wins to finish the season.
A lot of ups and downs this year for you guys. How do you think the team has responded and handled it?
No, as best as can be, honestly. I feel like we started out kind of hot, and then we kind of fell into that midseason slump, but they've kept their heads down. They keep working hard, and they're hearing what we're telling them as coaches, and they're making the adjustments. So I see us coming out of it. Still, maybe falling a little short. I know, Rosa, we had more errors than you'd like to see, especially at this time of the year, but they've done some good things in practice, so hopefully, I feel like I say the same thing, but we can tighten up those errors now to finish on a high note.
Obviously, a couple of talented freshmen. You got a talented sophomore in Riley Browse. The future of the program looks incredibly bright, but how has the seniors done developing them or helping them along through ups and downs throughout the year, do you think?
They're such a great group of seniors. They're very welcoming. I always say I have a fun group, and it's the truth. I always do have a great group of girls, but this year's just different. They all truly get along, and I think they would sit and talk for another hour after practice, or even we had a walkthrough this afternoon. I said, okay, we need to stop. We need to take a break before we come back. They truly love it, and they would just play all day, all night if we let them, if they had the opportunity to. So, these seniors have been around, and I always forget Marley's only been here since she was a sophomore. It feels like she's been here just as long as everyone else, and they truly are a great group, and they're great leaders that just enjoy the game, and I feel like they've instilled that in the younger girls as well.
With the seeding, with the section tournament coming up, does it look like you guys are going to host a playoff game, or what are you thinking?
We should. I haven't looked at it recently. It's also going to change a bunch more times this week, and being ranked north and south, that kind of changes it as well, but a lot is going to happen. There's a lot of teams in our section that have a tournament come this weekend too, so we're going to be waiting just to see what they do there and final records, all that stuff, but we should be able to get our home first round playoff game.
You don't want to have a letdown tonight against FOSSTON. What have you seen from them? What do you think they're going to bring tonight?
So we played them in an ADA tournament at the beginning of the season. They got 1 or 2 girls that are pretty solid all the way around, but we know their serve receive struggles. And we have some strong servers. We're just going, I think Sophia Tugas is leading us with 42 aces right now. Riley Browse is right behind her with 30 aces, and I got a couple girls at 28, 22. So we got some strong servers. So hopefully we can stay consistent there. keep them off their offense, so they can't. I want to say she's number 3 if I'm remembering correctly, but they keep their offense off and just keep the pressure on them and get our offense rolling.
Well, Coach, it's been a fun regular season. Good luck in the section tournament. Thank you for all your time throughout the year and years previous. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. It's been great working with you.
That was head coach of the Prowlers, Hannah Lund, for our pregame coaches interview. And the Prowlers getting ready for a matchup here this evening, taking on the FOSSTON Greyhounds. Prowlers 16-8 overall record, 6-6 in the section. FOSSTON 8-15 overall, 5-7 in Section 8A. We'll step aside for one more break here in our pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at those Section 8 AA standings and take you down to the court for pregame introductions and the national anthem here in the Brick House. We'll be back after this 2-minute break.
From back and neck pain to everyday aches, sports injuries, or even stress, we provide safe, non-invasive care designed to get you moving again. Our services include chiropractic adjustments, physiotherapy, spinal decompression, digital x-rays, shockwave therapy, and personalized exercise plans.
True North Chiropractic Center, helping you live well naturally.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
Welcome back in here. Great crowd on hand as FOSSTON fans have traveled well right up the road, and the Prowler faithful here as well as always. The pep band rocking the Brick House. Let's take a look quickly at the standings here in the Section 8 AA. Now the Prowlers sitting in that ace seed, 6-6 overall, or 6-6 in the section, 16-8 overall. And as Gavin mentioned, these final 2 games big if they want to jump up to that 7th seed and try and host a playoff game.
Right.
Okay. Way to expect. Thank you, Gavin. Gavin. As the Prowlers get ready for this one, key points that Hannah Lund touched on is the service errors. That's something that you've noticed that they need to work on and get better at as we get into the tournament.
Right. We need to, as I said before, we need to play a good, clean game, limit the service errors. We play at our best. We're seeing aces. And, these last 2 games, with the strength of our opponents, the next 2 games shouldn't be too difficult for us. But I think it's just enough where we can jump up to that 7th seed.
There you go, Gavin. Hey, sometimes on the broadcast, you're going to learn in real time here this evening, Gavin.
Caught me off guard, man.
Hey, you got to be on your toes. You got to be thinking on your toes. Sometimes we got to sit here and have a conversation with one another. It's okay. You're going to learn. Gavin here, a senior in Lincoln High School. You might recognize the name from producing for the past 2 years and getting the opportunity to hop on the microphone with me, and he's coming along. He's a good kid. He's a smart kid. He'll figure it out. Don't worry. He'll be all right. Kent back in the media room, the new advisor here. We can go ahead and take those Section 8A, AA standings off. Kent, new advisor here in Lincoln High School. You guys are going to be in good hands. As I mentioned at the top, this will be my final broadcast here in Thief River Falls. I'll touch on that after the game more. We'll keep the main thing, which is the Prowler volleyball team on senior night trying to pick up a win here. But we'll go ahead and give a little announcement at the end of the game, huh, Gavin?
Honestly, it's been good hearing your voice for the past 2 years. I think
it's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gavin.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to miss you, that's all, you know.
It means a lot. It means a lot. You got my number. Don't text me too much, but here and there, you know. We'll take you down the court for pregame introductions and the national anthem.
Sophomore number 8, Alexis
All right, there you have it. And man, a lot of energy in here tonight, Gavin. FOSSTON crowd is loud. The Thief crowd is loud. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a great game. I mean, when these crowds are loud, it can get, I mean, it frazzles the players, you know, it's always fun to see.
Yeah, and a game like this, we talked about it with head coach Alyssa Macy of the Greyhounds. You know, playing in this environment before tournament time for this young Greyhound team can do a lot for them.
It definitely prepares them for what's to come, especially when you're a lower seed in the Section 8 AA.
Prowlers of the Section 8 AA, the Greyhounds in Section 8A, both teams with 2 games left of the regular season. First of those games here tonight in Thief River Falls, and we are just about underway in the Brick House. The libero coming on the floor, Hannah Fonder, a freshman for the Greyhounds. And going back to serve is Brielle Dupont, a sophomore for FOSSTON. And we are underway. It's dug out by Solheim at the net and picking up a kill to get the scoring started for the Greyhounds, Ava Hayes. Dupont continues to serve. McDermott was there. Solheim's going to play it in the air. Bumping it over is Anderson. And that's going to be a double hit. So the point to the Prowlers. We're all tied up 1 apiece. Prowlers did play FOSSTON at a tournament on September 6th. They won that in 2 sets. Tournament play, of course, in best of 3. Good volley back and forth here at the net and nearly blocked, but that's going to be a kill for Ava Hayes, who has the first 2 points of the match for the Greyhounds. And something like this for the FOSSTON team, Gavin, a little bit of a different year. First time for us seeing them, but what would a win do here in this environment for a team like this getting ready for the tournament? It's kind of been an up and down start.
Well, this is our first time seeing them in a regular season game, best of 5 game. They've definitely had an up and down year. And honestly, in this sort of environment, it'll be a challenge to keep up with the Prowlers. You have to stay consistent in this sort of place. And if you can't, unfortunately, you're going to fall out of the playoffs pretty early.
And that is the type of analysis that we need from Gavin Omdahl. Great job. And right here near side, it's going to be a kill for Kendall Zaire. Jordan Hogleen going back to serve. One of the seniors here for the Prowlers. It's over. Underneath it, Dupont's going to set it up near side. Big swing. That one is too strong. Point for Thief River Falls. And this is a game for the Prowlers that, just looking at the records and the year that Thief River Falls has had, this is a game that they got to have here at the end of the year as they get ready.
For sure. Looking at the records, we're heavy favorites in this game, and if you're FOSSTON here, your goal is to put up as much of a challenge as possible against us. You want to bump the Prowlers down in this situation because I think we have one of the loudest crowds in the section. I mean, when you're against us, you know you're in for a really, really loud game. So the goal right now for FOSSTON, bump down the Prowlers, try to keep them away, and hopefully you can beat them in the end.
As FOSSTON picks up a kill there, 5-3, and that's exactly what Alyssa Macy kind of touched on in our pregame coach's interview when I asked her what she wants to see from her team, and she simply put, she wants them to compete. She wants them to come out here, play a hard match, hustle, and compete and do the little things right. And so far, 6-3, the Prowlers lead it. Browse serves. It's going to be bumped. Big hit from the middle, and that one dropped in there. What a play for Ava Hayes, who has 3 kills now already 3 of the 4 kills for the Greyhounds. And going back to serve for FOSSTON is Hildy Dusterman, a senior for the Greyhounds. Hogleen digs it. Tugis is going to set it up for Solheim. Look out, and that one went off a fingertip of a Greyhound player, I do believe. That is the signal.
I just want to touch back for a moment on the loud crowd.
Yep.
Just a moment ago, we saw a serving error from FOSSTON. I don't know if you caught that. It was because a student in the student section screamed his head off.
Is that why?
I'm pretty sure that's why. Threw off the server, hit too hard, you know, giving up points. We have a loud crowd, you know.
We don't have statistics for the student section, but maybe we should make a box score for them.
Measure some decibels, you know.
And another point for the Prowlers there. This time, Kenzie Reynolds picks up the kill. Kendall's there, serves it. It's dug out by Fonder. Now near side, Dupong too strong. Dupong too strong. Didn't even mean to rhyme that one. Sometimes it just happens. A point for the Prowlers. One of the line judges down here directly in front of the camera right there on the scoreboard. That is head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels basketball team, Steve Fillion. Doing a little volleyball judging here. Another point for the Prowlers on the ace. Of course, the Rebels in basketball a year ago, winning the Section 8A, going to the state tournament. Has been doing it a long time in the area, and another point for the Prowlers. They are in control of this one, up 11-4 here in the first set. We'll step aside for 30 seconds.
Gotta do it for him.
About a month before graduating,
that's what I'm saying.
Accepting a position.
It's okay.
We got to keep up on the ad breaks. That's all, you know.
Flight engineer. Being at Northland really opened the doors to that opportunity.
The value for the money and what you get from the degree, the opportunity for the career.
Oh yeah, no, we won. We're doing
Section
good.
8A.
Right now.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah, our tennis team. We're going to state. I think we won as individual too.
All right, just announced here over the PA, the Prowler tennis team winning the Section 8A and going to the state tournament. Congratulations to the tennis team.
I'm not too familiar with the tennis team, but I heard we had a pretty good season this year.
Yeah, tennis is usually pretty good here. I see people playing tennis all the time when I'm out for walks with my dog Petey at the tennis courts. A lot of tennis courts here in Thief River Falls. As Browse digs that one. Zaire, Solheim far side, too strong for Adrian Solheim, and a much needed point for FOSSTON coming out of that timeout. Good timeout by Alyssa Macy, the head coach, in her 3rd year here with the Greyhounds. And coming on and going back to serve, Miley Hovey, a senior for FOSSTON. 11-5 the score. Browse with a dig. They're going to set it up near side to Solheim. Dug out by Gallagher. Now set up in the middle, and they'll bring it near side. Dupong, Riley Browse with a dig. Solheim, soft tap. FOSSTON coming right back at him. Dupong now. Solheim digs it. Gallagher sends it right back to Solheim. Blocked at the net. Great job there by Ava Hayes, as well as Madison Bailey. (11-6), and serving is Hovey. Browse digs, Gallagher underneath it, goes to Reynolds. Dupong digs, they're gonna set it up back to Dupong, soft tap. Hogleen tracks it down, Gallagher sets it over. Good volley back and forth, Dupong skies, and that one is gonna be a kill for Dupong as the block went out of bounds, so Brielle Dupong picks up the kill. And they're looking for Brielle Dupong often here on the near side. Browse digs, Gallagher will set it up. Solheim dug out on the backside. FOSSTON playing good out of this timeout, and that one nearly snuck in there. Gallagher sets it over, right back to FOSSTON. Tapped over, great dig by Hogleen. Now Reynolds plays it over. Prowler's got to set up a kill, though. And that one's too strong. You don't got to set up a kill if they're going to do that. As that one sailed all the way to the end of the gym there, and point for the Prowlers. Back to serve is Solheim. Set up near side. Too strong. On the hit from Ava Hayes, 13-7. Solheim serves it. They're going to set it up far side, soft tapper. Browse able to get there. Reynolds bumps it over. Underneath it in the middle. Oh, nice hit there. Ava Hayes, I thought that Solheim was going to be able to handle it, but Hayes, with her 4th kill, the junior, leads all players in that category. And that one's too strong. Great job by Riley Browse to read that. And that's going to be a serving error. And going back to serve is Karina Bakken for Thief River Falls. 14-8 here in the first set. Way too strong.
Ooh. Lots of pressure on FOSSTON now.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. I think they're getting some good setups at the front of the net, but their hitters just not converting, putting too many out of bounds.
Towards the start of the game, they look pretty solid, but as I said, consistency is key, and they kind of falter in that a little bit.
Here's Anderson with a soft tap. And into the net. And once again, it does appear FOSSTON doing the right things defensively with the bump in the set, but have to get more from their hitters here if they want to get back in this one. 16-8, the Prowlers lead it. Bakken serves it over. Near side. And that's a good kill there from the near side, as that one is going to go to Alexis Illies for her first kill, a sophomore. And Dupont goes back to serve. And it's an ace for Brielle Dupont. She had a good showing here through the first set, 16-10, and FOSSTON hanging around there, though. Dupont with the running serve. Browse able to dig it. Reynolds gets there. They send it over. Anderson will bump it over. Dupont with the setup far side. Too strong from Alexis Illies, and a point for the Prowlers. And Tugas, who leads the Prowlers in aces this year, goes back to serve. Has been tremendous serving the volleyball. They're going to set up Dupont in the middle. Now Anderson, they go near side, pushed over by Zaire. And too strong yet again. And right now the Greyhounds just struggling to keep it within play with their hits. 18-10, and a lot of these points have been gifted to the Prowlers.
We haven't had to put up much of a fight so far yet. It's just
and another one too strong on the hit from the Greyhounds, and that's going to cause Alyssa Macy to call a timeout, and we'll step aside as well for 30 seconds.
At Thief River Falls, our mission is any goal, any opportunity, anytime, anywhere, for anyone. We personalize
camera's not moving. There's
by focusing on 6.
Wondering if anyone's in there.
Real world, authentic.
I'm really starting to wonder.
We're good. Everything's good.
Everything's good. No, this is good.
Safety.
We just can't see the
serves.
So that
the serves.
we meet our vision by creating our future.
Because you know they're on the very outside.
Way.
19-10 our score here in the first set. James Cardarelli joined by my color commentator Gavin Amdahl, Kent and Kira back in the media room producing,
as I used to do. It's good to be here.
And Tugas goes back to serve. That one does not make it over the net. That is a serving error. And going back to serve for the Greyhounds will be Ava Hayes.
As I've noticed in past games, this is typically around the time we start to get a little bit lenient with our serving and defense.
Anderson, too strong. Marley Anderson came here her sophomore year. It's her senior night here in Thief River Falls. A talented hockey player for the Prowlers. McDermott, and that one's too strong. And right now, both teams kind of struggling. They're kind of just gifting each other some points. Whichever team can clean these things up, I think, has a good chance here to take the first set. But the Greyhounds not going anywhere. They trail by 6. Tugas sets up Anderson. Look out, Marley Anderson puts it in there for the kill. And she is so fun to watch play the sport of volleyball. Just an incredible athlete, Gavin. You just know it. When they set her up in the middle of the net, it's showtime.
I mean, as a whole, and not just her, the entire Prowler team is fun to watch. I mean, I have a really fun time watching these games and being here.
Yeah, that's a point. For the Greyhounds, they continue to hang around as Quam picks up the kill. Hattie Quam, a sophomore. A lot of youth with this Greyhound volleyball team. 4 seniors, a couple of juniors, but an 8th grader, some freshmen, and some sophomores. So looks like the future is bright for FOSSTON Greyhound volleyball.
It's not often you see an 8th grader on a varsity team.
It depends on where you're at in the country. Hogleen bumps it. Solheim plays it over. In the middle, Tugas was able to fight it off. And here we go. We're going back and forth now. On the far side and into the net. Just mistiming the jump there was Bailey. And now 21-14. Prowlers in control here in the first set. And Browse will go back to serve it. Was the libero her freshman year. She's a sophomore now, part of this talented youth in the Prowler volleyball program, and another point for the Prowlers. (22-14) now. Prowlers looking to close out this first set. Browse serves it over. Fonder bumps it. They set it up near side, blocked at the net by Zaire. Bakken was there as well. Now a soft tap over at the net, and that one to the end of the gym.
Another one gifted to the Prowlers.
23-14. Browse serves. Fonder digs. They set it up. And a point for the Greyhounds. That was tipped at the net by the Prowlers. As Quam, I believe, picked up another kill there. And the Greyhounds serve it over. Solheim digs it. Tugas is going to set it up near side to Kendall Zaire, and that is Zaire puts it in there for a kill. Her second, and now we have a set point. And Zaire will serve. Dug out in the middle. Zaire will set it up far side to Solheim. Freshman to freshman with the connection, and the Prowlers take the first set 25-15 over the Greyhounds. We'll step aside for 2 minutes right here on GVT. When we come back, we'll bring you set number 2 from the Brick House.
Ready to level up your family fun? At the Fun Zone Arcade inside Pizza Ranch, Thief River Falls, you'll find the most exciting games and the sweetest prizes around. Win big, laugh loud, and make memories. Then fuel up at our legendary buffet with hot, fresh pizza and the country's best chicken. The Fun Zone Arcade at Pizza Ranch in Thief River Falls. Food, fun, family time, all in one place. Thursday nights just got better. It's dinner and a movie at Fall Cinema every Thursday night for just $30 a person. Grab a delicious meal from our local restaurant partners. Then head straight into the theater for the latest big screen hits and comfy reclining seats. Make your Thursday plans easy. Dinner and a movie every Thursday night at Fall Cinema in Thief River Falls. See you at the show. Nearly 1 million Minnesotans trust Minnesota Mutual Insurance to protect their homes, farms, and personal property. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance was founded in 1900 right here in Northwest Minnesota. We've been proudly serving Polk, Pennington, Red Lake, Marshall, Beltrami, Roseau, and surrounding communities ever since. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance in Thief River Falls, specializing in farm and residential insurance protection. Call 218-683-3200 or visit braygently.com.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Welcome back in here. Prowlers took the first set, 25-15. Set number 2 about underway. Tugas back to serve. James Cardarelli joined by Gavin Amdahl, Kent and Kira producing in studio. And an ace from Sophia Tugas. She leads the Prowlers in that statistical category this season, and the serving from Tugas has been a key, as that one is a serving error. I jinxed her, the old broadcaster jinx.
When you speak something, the opposite happens.
Yeah, I try to do that with free throws in basketball against the opposing teams.
Looks like they're gonna make it.
Solheim plays it over. Maya Smith, a senior, on for the first time to start this second set, and Kendall's there. Puts it in there for her third kill. Jordan Hogleen will check in. And a senior for senior swap. It is senior night here. Prowler's got a bunch of talented ones on this team. Hogleen serves it. Dupont, far side, too strong. On the hit from Ava Hayes, 3-1. Prowlers leading it here in the second set. They lead 1-0. Near side, blocked at the net. Anderson and Zaire were there.
That was a great block.
Yeah, and when Anderson is in the middle of that net there, playing defense like that, the Prowlers are tough to beat. And when Jordan Hoglean's serving like that as well, as they go up 5-1, Hogleen picks up the ace.
I mean, I wouldn't want to face the Prowlers.
Yeah, I'd like to see you out there trying, Gavin. You think you could jump over that net and spike the ball? What do you think?
I think I'd get killed out there. I don't think I'd last 5 points. I think they'd make me a bench warmer for the rest of my days.
And that's why we're up here, Gavin, broadcasting.
Never been an athlete.
Browse sets it up near side. Zaire. And that went off the hand of a FOSSTON player, so another kill for Kendall Zaire. 7-1, Prowlers in control here in the second set. Trying to control it. Oh, and they get it over. Anderson, too strong.
I'm noticing both teams kind of struggling with strength and power and consistency issues with
their hits.
Going for the kill, going for the far corners, and I don't think it's going great for them with that.
Browse misread that one a little bit, and that's going to be an ace for the Greyhounds. Picking that one up, Ava Hayes, who's had a strong performance with 4 kills and now an ace. And there's the serving error from Hayes, giving the point right back to Thief River Falls, and Riley Browse goes back to serve. Browse into the net. Trading points here, trying to get the serve over the net, Gavin, something that you touched on in our pregame. So, it's such a big factor to winning these close games. And the Prowlers, they've had times in the season, been terrific serving, had times, I look back on that EGF game that we should have won here at home. First couple of sets, tremendous serving the volleyball, and then EGF winning those 3 sets in a row. I thought it really came down to those serves.
Way too many simple mistakes are being made, and you can still see that here tonight. You know, with FOSSTON, they're making way too many simple mistakes, and I think it's really leading to to the situation they're in right now.
Yes.
Lost set 1 by 10 points, and now they're down by was that 4? Sorry, I can't do basic math.
Math is hard. The Prowlers led 7-1, and now a little bit of a run for the Greyhounds, trailing 9-5, still hanging in there. And this is a Greyhound team. They're going to play hard. They're going to fight hard for their head coach, Alyssa Macy. In the middle, the hit. Solheim digs it. Now Zare. They're going to set it up near side, and it's going to be a kill. Kenzie Reynolds picks it up. Reynolds, a junior. And Kendall Zare will go back to serve. Prowlers have doubled up the Greyhounds, 10-5. The serve, it's a high one over the net. Dupont will set it up in the middle, and that went off the fingertip of Karina Bakken. So picking up the kill is Bailey. And a point for FOSSTON. And serving will be Dusterman. Hildy Dusterman, senior for the Greyhounds. Solheim bumps it. They play it over. Dupont will set it up in the middle, and Prowlers can't recover. Good setup there from Dupont to Quam, and Quam picks up her 3rd kill. 10-7 now. FOSSTON right back in this 2nd set. Prowlers had an opportunity to run away with it, up 7-1, but the Greyhounds inching back into it, down 3 now. Serve is over. They'll set it up, and Reynolds puts that one into the net. So some mistakes now for the Prowlers. And serving, Hildy Dusterman. At the net, oh my goodness, with authority. Hattie Quam, the sophomore, and the Greyhounds trail by 1.
That was a huge moment for FOSSTON. I mean, I'm thinking they're finally starting to get a few of their, now broadcasters curse, but I'm thinking they're starting to get a few of their issues down. I think those timeouts really helped them, and that 2-minute break there.
Yep, much cleaner 2nd set so far for the Greyhounds. Trailing by 1, trailed by as many as 6. Solheim, and Solheim picks up the kill. And this has kind of been the story of the Prowlers season. When they're playing clean volleyball, playing at their best, they're terrific, hard to stop. But it's the mental lapses. It's the mental lapses. You're up 7-1 here in the 2nd set, and now 11-9. So they got to refocus here. The serve is over from Solheim.
As I said, simple mistakes. You start getting stressed out. The pressure of everything starts getting to you, and before you know it, you touch the ball that was supposed to go out.
Exactly. That was a great dig by Browse, and a big block by Bakken. It's set right back over. Solheim digs it. They're going to set it up near side. Reynolds, and it's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. It skipped off the top of the net there, landed out of play. And we will see Miley Hovey on to serve for FOSSTON. Big hit, and Reynolds picks up the kill. And I want to give a shout out to my family back home in Akron, Ohio, watching this game here on Garden Valley. My little sister said, "Tell Gavin I can't do basic math either," and I can confirm that. She not the mathematician, very smart, but you know, when it comes to numbers, just ask her bank account. She's got to watch that spending. And that one out of bounds. It's a point for the Prowlers.
Prowlers trying to regain a bit of the lead that they need to win the second set, hopefully win the game tonight.
Ace for Karina Bakken.
I mean, FOSSTON, they seem to get that lead back up, and they got a little misguided in what they were doing, and Prowlers are starting to regain a bit of a lead.
Dupont sets it up and just into the net there. It looked like it was going to be a dynamic play from Dupont to Hayes, who's been good with those 4 kills. Plays it into the net. The Prowlers lead back up to 5. It was cut within 2. At the net, great dig by Gallagher. Reynolds set up, far side, and it's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. As Bailey picks up another kill. We'd like to welcome in any viewers from the FOSSTON area as well. FOSSTON, a Garden Valley school, so I'm sure we have a contingent of FOSSTON viewers cheering on the Greyhounds. Anderson, and that one too strong. 15-12, the Greyhounds continue to hang in there. The Prowlers took the first set 25-15. Right now in the second set, 15-12, and the serve is over. Tracking it down, bumping it over. And that one did not get in play as it crossed the net. And back to just a 2-point lead now for Thief River Falls.
When points are handed to you like this, you got to capitalize off them. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, you're okay, Gavin. You are absolutely okay. Maya Smith, the senior, plays it over. Rouse sets it. Now Gallagher, now Reynolds. Set over, trying to track it down. Solheim able to get there. Maya Smith on the far side. Soft tap over. Great dig there by Dupont. Dupont back to her feet, sets it over. Smith on the far side, another soft tap. Into the net. Mistiming the jump. As Illies plays it into the net, and 16-13. And going back to serve, Sophia Tugis. Good dig and a setup in the middle. Blocked at the net. Anderson was there along with Kendall Zaire. Now Anderson will push it over. Tracking it down. Near side. Smith bumps. Tugis sets it back to Smith. Smith plays it over. Near side. Dupont puts it in there. Brielle Dupont picks up a kill. 16-14. The Greyhounds continuing to fight, continuing to battle here against a tough Thief River Falls team. Dupont goes back to serve. At the net, Kendall Zaire picks up the kill. That is her 5th. She leads the Prowlers in that category, does the freshman. Jordan Hogleen will come on for Maya Smith. She'll go back to serve. Prowlers lead back up to 3, 17-14. Dupont will set it up far side into the net yet again. And now those hitters, those problems we saw in the first set, reappearing here for the Greyhounds. They're still in this though. 18-14, timeout on the floor from Alyssa Macy, the FOSSTON head coach. We'll be back in 30.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy.
Should probably talk about Dupont and like all of her key moments here. I mean, she's definitely a star player for FOSSTON.
Range of options.
She's had a lot of big moments.
Come right back to you for that.
Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger.
Oh, my voice has been like really off. I don't know. That could also just be me in my own head, you know. Oh, I sound so bad.
Christian Brothers Ford. East in
I'm just gonna clear my throat.
18-14, the score here. Prowlers lead it 1-0. They lead it here in the second set. And a player that's caught your attention, Gavin, Brielle Dupont, playing a terrific game for FOSSTON.
Man, Dupont, I mean, so far in this game, I've noticed so many key saves and so many. I mean, she's been making so many setups for FOSSTON. She's definitely a star player tonight, and I think she's going to be a crucial component if FOSSTON wants to try to win tonight.
And that is a kill from the near side. Great job there. Good hit from Emma Howard, picking up her first kill. And going back to serve is Hayes. Dug out by Hogleen, but unable to get it up in the air, so that's an ace for Hayes. Her second ace, has 4 kills as well, and it's a 2-point lead. FOSSTON continuing to hang around. Browse with a bump. Tugis goes to Anderson. Anderson, it trickles over the net, but it lands out of play. And now, oh, they're gonna say it went off a fingertip of a Greyhound player. Hattie Quam off the hand, so 19-16, and that's a big point there for the Prowlers. It looked like the Greyhounds were gonna cut the lead to 1. Browse serves it over. Dupont sets it up. Quam too strong, near side. Prowlers now 20-16, and now if you're Thief River Falls, this is where no free points here for the Greyhounds. You want to close it out here in the second set.
You can't go back and forth like they've been doing tonight.
Tugis, Zaire, soft tap. Dupont will set it up far side. Tugis with a dig on the back end. Zaire hits it, and the Prowlers, can they get it over? They do. Amazing. They'll set it up. Solheim. Dupont pushes it. Big swing, and did that one fall in? No, it did not. It did not look from my vantage point that it was in play. The point is for the Prowlers. It was close. Head coach Alyssa Macy, not a fan of the call, but the point is for the Prowlers. 21-16 now, and Browse continues to serve.
That was a huge point for the Prowlers. This is usually when, in a volleyball game, you secure the set. This is when you lock it in.
Browse plays it over. Dupont. Tugis. Now Browse. Solheim. Dug out on the backside nicely by the Greyhounds. Bumped over. Browse digs. Tugis. Zaire. And a good volley back and forth. The Greyhounds, though, got their signals crossed. It was Dupont and Illies on that far side. And a timeout for Alyssa Macy. Their second timeout. 22-16, back in 30.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements.
She's
We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you.
You notice, kind of.
Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find
What's a good word for animated?
At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most
coaches usually get upset with their players.
Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
22-16 the score here in the Brick House. Prowlers lead 1-0. James Cardarelli joined by Gavin Amdahl on the broadcast, and it's been an exciting first couple of sets right now. The Greyhounds coming out of this timeout trying to work back in this set here. They did trail by 2 points, trailed by as many as 7 as well. It's been back and forth, but they've yet to lead here in the second set. Dupont will set it up near side. Browse digs it for the Prowlers. Now Tugis, Kendall Zaire, and that one went off the hand of Quam, and that is another kill for Kendall Zaire. That is her 6th kill. And the Prowlers now in control if they can handle business here in the second set. 23-16 the score. Browse serves it over. Dupont pushes it near side, blocked at the net. The Greyhounds able to recover. Volleyball still in the air. Great job there by Zaire and Browse to keep it alive. Solheim bumped it over. At the net, it's blocked. Bakken denies it, and the Prowlers will have a set point. Riley Browse back to serve. It's a set point. Student section on their feet. And it's going to be an error for Riley Browse. 24-17, and serving is Alexis Illies. Illies. Tugis, Solheim, Dupong. Big swing, Browse digs, Tugis sets over. They're gonna set it up far side. That's a tough run, tough angle. I don't think it stayed in play, and that did not. So the Prowlers take the second set on a score of 25-17. Prowlers lead 2-0. They'll look to close it out in 3 sets when we come back after this 2-minute break.
Ladies and gentlemen, get those 50-50 tickets out.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit USPTRF.com. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls is your one-stop shop for all your farm, residential, commercial, hay, livestock, and storage building products. Falls Building Center, now featuring Dakota steel and trim products. See your local sales representative for details at Falls Building Center about their line of Dakota steel and trim
Just a warning to those producing. James is currently in the bathroom. If he doesn't come back by the end of the break, and by the time the set starts, I'm going to be taking it away.
Until you make it yours. At Hazel Blue Furniture,
I think this next ad is our last.
Falls, we help turn your house into a home. One piece, one room, one dream at a time. From quality flooring to furniture that fits your life, Hazel Blue has styles for every story and prices for every budget. Locally owned, community focused.
Oh, it's this ad that's last?
Furniture and flooring, where home
or is it the next one?
Right here.
Run one more. Just okay. Let's go.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Bergen Travel turn that dream into reality. We're your #1 source for all your vacation needs, from beach escapes to European adventures and everything in between. Our experienced agents are standing by, ready to provide prompt professional service and personal attention every step of the way. Call or stop by Bergen Travel today, where your journey begins. Bergen Travel with offices in Thief River Falls and Crookston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in the Brick House. It is senior night. Prowlers are leading this game against the FOSSTON Greyhounds 2-0. First set 25-15, second set 25-12. I'm Gavin Umdahl. James Cardarelli will be back here in a moment. Set's about to go underway in a moment. Set about to go underway.
All right, I'm back, everybody. Gavin, did you hold it down when
Of course I did. I mean, what else was I supposed to do? I mean, I had to.
Good job, Gavin. I was testing him. That's what I was doing.
Totally.
Making sure he's ready. If you didn't hear at the top, this is my final broadcast here in Thief River Falls. I'll touch on that more after the game, but go ahead and stick around for that. Right now, the Prowlers looking to close it out here in 3 sets, and we're underway. Anderson in the middle, able to bump it back over after the good block, and a nice job there. Hattie Quam picks up the kill. Oh, I'm out of breath a little bit, Gavin.
Did you run up the stairs?
Yeah. You start getting to my age, 1 flight of stairs will do it to you. My goodness. Tracking it down, Browse bumps it over. Soft tap, and the Greyhounds up 2-0 here to start this 3rd set.
Serving for the Greyhounds, I'm fairly sure that's the 8th grader, Emma Howard.
That is the 8th grader, Emma Howard.
She's doing a great job right now.
Done, Gavin. And an ace for the 8th grader. Talented young player here for the Greyhounds. She also has a kill. Howard continues to serve. Smith bumps it at the net, and now Anderson bumps. Gallagher goes near side. Reynolds plays it into the net. Gallagher with a bump high in the air. Reynolds able to hit it over. They'll set it up. And Gallagher with a nice bump again. Reynolds got to track it down. That one stayed in play. Nice job. Good volley back and forth. Dupont, look out. And that one did not stay in. So a point for Thief River Falls. It's also the largest lead of the match. Well, it was 3-0. So largest lead for the Greyhounds was 3. It's now cut to 2. Tugis serves it over. And bumped out of play. That's an ace for Sophia Tugis, her second. Bumped by Fonder. Now hit over. Solheim digs. They got to track it down. Tugis does. Prowlers get it over. Good job there, Kendall Zaire. Anderson with a bump. They'll set it up to Zaire here near side. That one snuck in there. Kendall Zaire with the kill. And she leads the Prowlers. She leads all players in that category now with 7. And Tugis serves. 3-3 is the score. Anderson in the middle. Look out. Puts it in there. And Prowlers take the lead 4-3. Anderson with another kill. Pushed over, Browse. Smith tapped. Now Browse sets it over. At the net, soft tap over. What a play there. Brielle Dupont, the athleticism to get over and tap it with her left hand, finding the open spot. And Dupont, one of those players that's caught your attention, Gavin. And, and you mentioned it, she does it all. She sets, she digs, and then that time picking up the kill. Just a tremendous athlete for the Greyhounds. Browse with a nice bump there in the middle. Anderson, soft tap. The Greyhounds recover. Smith on the far side. And it gets over the net. Oh my! Smith now taps it over. Dupont bumps it over. Solheim, now Tugis, gonna set up Smith on the far side. They're looking for the senior on her senior night, trying to get her a couple kills here. And Dupont with a nice hit. Great volley back and forth. Zaire, up in the air. It hit the light and dropped back in, and that's a point. And Kendall Zaire with another kill, and really, we've seen it all year long with Kendall Zaire and Adrian Solheim, the 2 freshmen on this varsity team. They start, and right now, Kendall Zaire, the athleticism on display as she progresses through her high school career. The Prowlers have a really good volleyball player.
We have a bright, bright future in volleyball.
Set up, and now far side. Browse, Zaire again. They go far side. Zaire digs it. Tugis goes to Solheim. Solheim, it's up in the air. Fonder digged it. Now bumped over. Hogleen, Tugis. Zaire soft tap, and that's an illegal hit, so that's going to be a point. Double hit there for Kendall Zaire. 5-5. Greyhounds battling hard here in the 3rd set, trying to force a 4th set.
I'm not sure what happened during that timeout, but FOSSTON, they're looking more coordinated, they have more energy, and overall, they're finally consistent. I mean, this is what they've been looking for. This is what they've needed all game long.
And Dupont skies through the air for another kill. And Brielle Dupont just, I mean, in all aspects, in all 3 aspects of volleyball, she's playing a terrific game, setting up her team, and also now from that outside hitting position. Bumped by Solheim. In the middle, too strong on the hits. from Abigail Seed. And 6-6 is our score. Browse goes back to serve it. And it's going to be an ace for Riley Browse. Fun fact about Riley Browse, a very good friend of mine, Caleb Cobb, is her half-brother, believe it or not.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff there.
The more you know.
I know. Crazy, right? 7-7 is our score. Browse subs out. Hannah Lund giving her team some instruction. Talking to Riley Browse, who's getting a swig of Gatorade down there on the floor. I'm not sure what the stoppage is. Prowler's just holding the volleyball. I'm not sure. Okay, so Browse going back to serve. So just a little water break for Riley Browse.
Seems like the ref allowed it. Not often you see that.
No, mid-game, mid-match water break there without calling a timeout.
No timeout use.
That's good coaching.
Being able to talk the refs into that, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got to be on their good side.
Dupong, now Browse digs. They go to Solheim, bumps it over. Dupong sets it up, near side. Tugis bumps it in the air, now Browse. And that one just kind of out of the reach there of Solheim. I saw what Riley Browse was trying to do. That's a tough bump over there for an assist. And the Greyhounds retake the lead 8-7 as Dupong continues to serve. Dupong plays it over. Browse digs, Tugis, they're gonna set it up, Solheim, far side, look out, Adrian Solheim picking up the kill. That's her second.
Back and forth, Prowler is able to tie it up again.
8-8, highly contested third set. Prowlers lead 2-0. Dupong in the air, soft tap over, Bakken sent it right back. And that's going to be a tough play. It skipped over the top of the net. Now the Prowlers on offense. And a kill for Kenzie Reynolds, her fourth. 9-8. Prowlers lead it here in the third set. Nice serve and a great dig. Played over. Browse there. They're going to set it up. Bakken in the middle. Bakken picks up the kill. That one skipped over the top of the net there. Landed in no man's territory for the point, and the Prowlers now lead 10-8. Kendall Zare goes back to serve. Prowlers will finish their regular season tomorrow with a Section 8 AA matchup on the road at War Road. And a kill for the Prowlers. I believe that was Karina Bakken again. Prowlers now lead 11-8. Largest lead for them here in this third set, trying to add on. Bakken. They set it up near side. And that one out of play. Point for the Prowlers, 12-8. And we got a timeout from FOSSTON head coach Alyssa Macy, and we'll step aside for 30 seconds as well.
Rain Care Company in Goodrich has been proudly providing sales and service to Northwestern Minnesota.
It's looking like they got the control stuff.
Licensed, bonded, and insured. Call Rain Care Company today for service and installation of furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water heat, ventilation, and sheet
back there listening to Wiz Khalifa,
combined experience, we provide installation of rain gutters and downspouts in many color options.
Oh yeah, remember to hit program by the way, guys.
Supports area sports,
when it's those 30-second ad breaks, you gotta hit program, otherwise it doesn't switch.
Rescue departments and law enforcement agencies.
That was loud.
12-8, our score here in the third set. Prowlers took the first set 25-15. The second set 25-17. Greyhounds trying to force a fourth set. And Kendall Zare will go back to serve. Senior or freshman, excuse me. Dupong near side. Dug out. Browse back to her feet. Gets under it. Solheim bumps it over. Dupont will set it up far side. Underneath it. Soft tap over. Hoglean's there on the back end. They're going to set it up to Reynolds. And Reynolds with another kill. Kenzie Reynolds now has come alive for 5 kills. The Prowlers just have so many players at the front of the net that can do damage. They really spread around their offense, don't they?
For sure. I mean, our offense, I have to be honest, one of the strongest in the section, I'd say. We're quite consistent with the offense, but it's when those big, what's the word?
Hit.
Yeah, I mean, not hit, but you know, when
Spike.
when they're spiking it towards us, our defense is where we start to crumble a little bit. That's when we start to falter a little bit.
Yep.
That's definitely what's costing us these key points in games.
Browse bumps. They set it up. Solheim. And I believe that's going to be a point for the Greyhounds. No, they're going to give it to the Prowlers because Browse didn't touch it and it went out of play off the block. And that's a tough break there for FOSSTON. 15-8 is the score. Zaire serves it over. Fonder bumps it over, now Hoglean. They'll set it up, Bakken in the middle, picks up the kill. And the Prowlers just spreading around that offense right now. So dynamic at the net. And right now, FOSSTON has no answers for the offense as Zaire will continue to serve it. High in the air, Browse underneath it. Reynolds. Near side, into the net. Point for Thief River Falls, and now they're in control, 17-8. FOSSTON came out really on point there in this third set, but it's been a struggle. Just the consistency coming from the Greyhounds has been a struggle for them here this evening.
It was looking like it was going to be a much more competitive sort of back and forth set towards the beginning, but well, speaking of that,
well, errors are going to happen.
Broadcaster's curse.
It's nice when you are up 17-9, though.
For sure.
When it's a tight set, those are the type of points that come back to bite you. It still could, though. This FOSSTON team's got a lot of fight in them, but
I mean, a couple errors can decide an entire game.
Exactly.
And that's what happened with EGF. We had a big lead, and we just gave it up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. They're going to push it across. Reynolds sets it over. Dupont bumps it far side. Big swing and a kill for Illies. That's her second. Alexis Illies, a sophomore, picking up the kill there. 17-10, the Greyhounds trying to chip away. Browse bumps. They'll set it up. Reynolds taps it over. Dupont. Hoglean. McDermott. Hoglean bumps. Gallagher to Bakken in the middle. And that one too far, out of play. Point for FOSSTON. Serving is Sater. Gallagher, great hustle. Browse bumps it over. And Browse picks up the kill. Riley Browse, the libero, doesn't really pick up very many kills for the Prowlers. Does all defensive work and setting up her teammates. That time picking up the rare bump for a kill. Nice job from Riley Browse. 18-11 our score. Dupont, they'll set it up near side into the net, and did that one go over? It actually did trickle over the top there, so that will be a kill for Hattie Quam, her fifth. 18-12, and just like the first two sets, FOSSTON hanging around. Let's see if they can get back in this one, and that's going to be an ace. And that's a big point there, so 18-13 now. FOSSTON coming into tonight. And another water break for Riley Browse. And I don't have the injury report. Maybe she's like nursing a cold or a sickness or something, because they've allowed this to happen.
Second time now.
I don't want to speculate, but this is the second time. Drinking Gatorade, electrolytes, those are good for you when you're battling an illness. So maybe that's what's going on. But
well, as far as I know, when you have a fever, I think they mark you ineligible. They don't let you play when you're sick. But I mean, it could just be a cold.
No fever.
No fever's allowed. You can't.
Not speculating that.
Can't cough on the ball.
Nope, absolutely not.
Spread it to all the teams. You know?
Yeah. Careful. Here we go in the middle, and that one into the net, and now the Greyhounds really chipping back into this one, 18-14. Illy serves. You got to give this FOSSTON team a lot of credit, and that's an ace. 18-15, and now
FOSSTON able to keep their game alive.
Mental mistakes happening here for the Prowlers, and it's kind of what they've done this year. Go up big and then kind of let teams back into the sets. This is a scrappy FOSSTON team, really battling hard. Browse trying to track it down, able to do so, and no one home.
That's unfortunate.
Teammates got their signals crossed, and now just a 2-point lead. And FOSSTON coming into today, 8-15 overall, 5-7 in their section against a tough Prowler team, 16-8 overall, and they just continue to battle here. Really give them a lot of credit as that one soft tapped over by Reynolds. Browse will set it up to Gallagher, who sets it up to Reynolds, who puts it in for the kill.
I was going to say, Browse is such a defensive machine, and it's unfortunate that no one's keeping up with her, but we score it right back. So, I mean, we make it up. All's good and well.
All is good and well right now. Now Prowlers still lead 2-0 as Bakken serves it. Trying to close it out in 3, though. I know Kent and Kira would love that back in the studio.
Bouncing off the rough.
And it's going to be a kill for the Greyhounds. 19-17.
Wasn't looking great towards the midpoint of the set, but they're keeping it alive. They're keeping up with the Prowlers. They're becoming more consistent. I'm thinking these timeouts and breaks. I'm thinking Alyssa Macy, she was able to really pound it into them. You need to do this. You need to win this tonight.
Yep. And that's a good block there from Marley Anderson. Prowlers back up 3, 20-17. Yeah, both head coaches, Hannah Lund and Alyssa Macy, young head coaches. Lund in her 4th season, Alyssa Macy in her 3rd season. And the Prowlers pick up another point, 21-17, looking to close this out in 3 sets. And another point for Thief River Falls, or was that a Greyhound point?
I believe that was a point for the Greyhounds.
It was 21-18 now. And going back to serve is Miley Hovey for the Greyhounds, trying to force a 4th set. Tugis is going to set it up to Anderson. Anderson puts it in there for the kill. Her 3rd. 22-18. Hogleen comes on to serve. And at the net, Dupong, Johnny on the spot, puts it in there for the kill. Brielle Dupong now with 5 kills. 22-19, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's my final sweaty palms time in the brick house as the Prowlers trying to close it out in 3 sets. Dug out in the middle. They set it up. Dupong skies through the air, drops it in for the kill. Brielle Dupong put it on a show for the Greyhounds. Has done it all for FOSSTON, a sophomore. And Fonder serves. 22-20, Tugis. Now McDermott, she plays it over. They set it up near side, Dupong. Dupong with another kill. Brielle Dupong taking over this 3rd set. 22-21. Hannah Lund takes a timeout, and we're actually just going to keep it right here for this one, guys. It's coming down to the wire. Taking a look at some stats, Kendall Zare's got 8 kills, Bakken with 3 kills, Anderson has 3 kills, Reynolds with 6 kills, Solheim has a couple kills, Browse with a kill. On the other side, Dupont, 7 kills, leads the Greyhounds. Quam has 5 kills, Hayes with 4 kills, Howard, the 8th grader, has a kill, Illies with a couple kills, and Bailey with a couple kills. And right now, if you're the Prowlers, you're in control of the match, up 2-0, but you want to close this out in 3, Gavin.
For sure. I mean, I'm just in awe with Boston's ability to stay in it. If anything, 25-15, 25-17, and now it's 22-21. I mean, you are neck and neck with the Prowlers.
Give them a lot of credit. They've come in here, they've played hard, and right now, if they could even just pick up a set here, force a 4th set, that's great for this young FOSSTON team.
This is very reminiscent of when we faced EGF. I mean,
don't say it, Gavin.
I'm not saying it. I'm not trying to curse us, but you know.
In there for the kill on the far side. McDermott.
So much for a curse.
This isn't going 5 sets. It might though. Hey, and if it does, we'll be here for it. And we love a competitive game, but let's see if the Prowlers can close it out in 3. Browse. Dupont. Near side. Illies. And they'll set it up. Zare, soft tap. It dropped in. It dropped in, and the Prowlers will have a match point. Browse with the match point, 2-stroke.
Oh.
And that is one of those errors, 24-22.
If you're going to see an error, it's better to do that now than when it's 24-24, you know?
Yes, that is true.
But now that FOSSTON has the ball, I mean, this is a time to really, I mean, go for the kill. I mean,
Hogleen, Tugis, point for the Greyhounds. 24-23, it's Sweaty Palms time in the brick house. Dupont goes back to serve. Dupont lines it up, serves it over, Browse digs it. They're gonna set it up, McDermott. It's bumped by Fonder, now Dupont. Back to Fonder, who bumps it over. Browse is there, Tugis sets it up. Zare plays it over. Dupont bumps, Fonder sets it up far side. That's a tough hit, able to get it over. Tugis underneath it, goes to McDermott. The Greyhounds able to recover. Hogleen, Tugis, Zare puts it in there for the kill. And the Prowlers take it in 3 sets. 25-15, 25-17, and 25-23. Give FOSSTON a lot of credit. They came in here and they played as hard as they could. They ran into a buzzsaw in Thief River Falls. The Prowlers will move to 17-8 overall. They have a final game at War Road, their final section game as well. We'll see where the seeding lies at the end of the season and if they'll host a tournament game or not. The FOSSTON Greyhounds fall to 8-16. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. I have an announcement to make when we come back here on GVT.
Pizza Ranch in Thief River Falls, we're serving up your favorites. Legendary pizza, crispy chicken, a fresh salad bar, and our irresistible cactus bread. It's all you can eat, always fresh, and always welcoming. We're right off Highway 59 in Thief
It's all coming down to tomorrow for the Prowlers. They'll
for you and the
hear
whole
my voice
family.
for November or not.
Grab a plate and make yourself at home at Pizza Ranch in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. James Cardarelli with you. The Prowlers winning this one 3-0 over the FOSSTON Greyhounds. Special thanks to Gavin Amdahl sitting in with me on color commentary. Kira and Kent back in the media room producing this one. And I'm usually not at a loss for words, but I am excited. I'm also sad to say that this is my last broadcast here in Thief River Falls. It's been a complete honor to be the voice of the Prowlers here on Garden Valley for what's been 4.5 years now. I moved here from Montana after my first full-time job in radio, and it's meant a lot to me to be a part of this community. I want to thank everybody in the community. They've welcomed me with open arms since the first day that I've been here. I want to thank R&J Broadcasting as well as Garden Valley. I want to thank Patty Luoma, the video coordinator with Garden Valley, who's helped out a ton. This broadcast has come a long way since I first got here 4.5 years ago. I want to say the people of northern Minnesota are a special group of people, welcoming someone like me, just trying to chase a dream to get to where they want to be. The Minnesota nice thing was evident from the second I set foot here in Thief River Falls, and the people here are just built different. The winters, the negative 30-degree winters, and the fact that everybody has a smile on their face through that. I've learned a lot about myself personally and professionally here, but I am moving on. I took a job where I'm going to go to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, to be the voice of Lake Superior State, which is Division I hockey, Division II basketball, and volleyball. But it's been an honor to serve you guys. Thank you for all your kind words throughout the year. Just anybody coming up to me, mentioning the broadcast, listening to me on the radio or on TV here on Garden Valley. It's really meant a lot. And for the final time, I want to say thank you. Go Prowlers, and everybody have a wonderful rest of your Monday evening. James Cardarelli signing off for the last time here in Thief River Falls.
I'm a proud alumna of Northland and now an adjunct nursing instructor.
That's the wonderful thing about nursing, though. There's many different paths you can take.